Hey guys, so we decided to go ahead and rent this U-Box here because I'm going to be taking back some of my mom's stuff. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looked like. I'll have to leave the measurements for you guys. But my husband, what he did was he has it hooked up here to this truck. And this is what a U-Haul U-Box looks like in case anyone's ever interested. And it has this little dolly right here, and just gonna kind of, hopefully you guys can see, I don't know, but so far, I mean, this thing can actually fit a lot of stuff in there. It comes with about 24 pads, and that's what the pads look like there. And hopefully I'll be able to get my boxes and stuff inside of here. So this is just the bed and the chest drawer and stuff like that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys in case anyone is ever interested in a U-Box. And that right there shows you how to pack and load it. And it's wood. And what you do is you take it. We're going to be taking it back to U-Haul after we get everything loaded up in there, and then they're going to come and they will ship it back to California, and I will leave the price on how much it is. And you can rent as many of them as you need, you know, depending on how much furniture stuff you have. But yeah, so this is a U-Haul U-Box. Yeah, we just needed one because I'm not taking a lot of my mom's stuff I sold, you know, so, and then some of it, you know, some of the furniture is just kind of old, and, you know, I'm just donating it basically. But this right here is what a U-Haul U-Box looks like. So here is our U-Box. It made it safely here to California. Today is Sunday. I don't know what date it is. But anyway, it was a day late. This is what the outside of it looks like. Because before it had this thing right here on it when I was first showing you guys. But this right here is what it looks like when it doesn't have that cover on it. And you can see, look up above here, these are other people U-Boxes all up there, and it has this barcode here. I guess that tells them which one is yours. But here they are. So this is how they house them inside of this storage facility here, which actually it's not that hot inside of here, so that's good. I'm sure it can get hot, but I'm just kind of showing you guys what other U-Boxes look like. So we're getting ready to take stuff out now. Hey guys, so I just wanted to just come on here and just talk to you guys a little bit more about the U-Box that my husband and I rented to transport my mom's stuff that I was going to be taking from Boston cross country here to California. We were going to, we had looked into a couple of different ways to do this, and we was really trying to be, you know, economical, because, you know, going cross country, you know, it can get expensive. So the first option we looked into was renting, getting a pod. And you know, the pod, even for the smallest one, it was going to probably cost us about $3,000. Now, that's not that expensive depending on what you're moving. The contents that you're moving, to me, is it $3,000 or more? You know what I mean? For me, the stuff that we were going to be moving wasn't $3,000 worth of stuff. It was sentimental stuff because it was my mom, but as far as a dollar value, it was under $3,000 because I sold off a lot of her her kitchen stuff, you know, the refrigerator, the freezer, My sister took her microwave, wash machine I sold because I didn't need that stuff here. I already have it. Her kitchen, her living room set, it was old. It was still in good condition, but I donated that. My sister was able to sell the 1-bedroom set, and I took my mom's bedroom set, and because it was in better condition, and it was my mom's bedroom set. Now my mom's bedroom furniture was big. Okay, she had an armoire, she had a queen size bed. Her dresser was long and it had a big mirror. So her bedroom was big furniture. The pieces were big. So that was the only furniture that I took. Then all the rest were 4 bins, like smaller, 4 bins, then 3 big bins. Then we had a lot of boxes in there. We probably had, I don't know, maybe about 12 boxes. It was a lot of stuff. And, when my husband first got the big stuff in there, her bedroom set, I was like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to fit all this stuff in there, the rest of the stuff, My husband's like, nah, it'll work. I'm thinking, he don't know what he's talking about. All that stuff is not going to fit in there. And so, but I didn't say anything. I'm like, okay, he said he can work. It can work, honey. He did it, okay? He did it. So he got everything in there. You all was able to see how packed it was. I mean, it was filled to the brim, okay? We got everything in there. The most important thing is making sure that everything is tight. They give you these, I think it was like 24 big, I don't know what you call, blanket type things. And you kind of stuff any empty spaces because, this is moving and then they're housing it. So they're using a forklift to, move it. You don't want your stuff moving around in there and falling all over the place and, causing something to be broken. I wrapped everything really good in bubble wrap, all the glass, anything that was breakable, I wrapped. So, and then, my husband, any empty spaces, you just stuff it, with pillows or, those blankets that they gave us, you just stuff it so nothing is shifting. So we did that, but I will say I prayed, okay, because, oh, and the other thing, so we was thinking about the pod. That was too expensive. Then we was thinking about maybe just renting a U-Haul and just driving it. Him and I just driving cross country, which would have been a nice drive. But you're talking about, this is coronavirus, okay? And I'm like, well, I didn't feel comfortable with staying in different hotels because, we're coming across the state. And, across the country, I mean, and we're going to have to stop in different states along the way to sleep. Some states, were more open than others. Would the hotels or motels be open? Would they be clean? Did they sterilize them? Those were my concern, especially for my husband, because, he's a diabetic and, he doesn't need to get the virus. It was bad enough that he was going to be around me, who was still testing positive. So we thought, that may not be, I just didn't feel comfortable with that. And that one was going to cost us probably about maybe $1,500 to $1,700 because, by the time you think about renting, the U-Haul, the hotel, food, stuff like that. So it was going to be cheaper than the pod. But then my husband saw the Ubox. He happened to go to U-Haul when he was checking to see about renting a truck. And he saw this Ubox. He's like, well, what's that? So the guy explained it to him. And I showed you guys what the measurements were. And that one was going to cost like about $990 something, just below $1,000. So we were like, that's great. And my husband said, that's all we need. You can rent as many of them as you need. And so he had looked at it. I didn't. And so he said, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay, because I took pictures of my mom's furniture so he could see. And so anyway, we rented it. And so just before that, I said, well, let me go on and do some reviews. Okay. So I did this after the fact. We didn't have it, but we had decided this is what we're going to do. So I found one video, and oh my God, I was like, oh no. The man had rented 2 of them. Long story short, one of his got dropped, messed up his stuff inside. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, well, ugh. So I just said, Lord Jesus, please, protect my mom's stuff. So they insured up to $5,000, okay? So that's good because, we would have covered this stuff. But, stuff is sentimental, you know what I mean? You can't replace that. But anyway, it was going to be insured up to $5,000. So we had, so when my husband came, it ended up that they weren't going to be able to deliver the Ubox to us when we needed it. So what my husband did was he just rented a pickup truck from Uhaul, and they just hooked up the Ubox, and he actually drove the Ubox to the location. So it saved us a little bit of money. We ended up spending $893 for the Ubox, and then another $85 for the truck. So, and so Uhaul, they were good, as far as updating us with stuff, with information. We picked up the Ubox in the truck on a Friday, and they give you 3 days. So we returned it on Sunday. It sat there, at the facility, the Uhaul facility, and then they sent us an email letting us know, it says your Ubox container has shipped. So that was on the 25th. So it sat there from Sunday till that Thursday at the Uhaul place in Boston. And then it said they guaranteed the delivery on July 9th, okay? And so July 9th was going to be on a Thursday. Anyway, they sent us an email saying that it was going to be late. It was going to be 4 days late. Now, the nice thing about Uhaul, what they did was, since it was going to be late, they reimburse you $50 for each day that it's going to be late. So I'm like, well, that's 4 days. So that's $200 I'll be getting back, okay? But what happened was it was only a day late. So they got it. So they told us it was going to be there on the 9th. We ended up getting it on the 10th. So they did reimburse me $50. So that's nice. You know what I mean? Because I don't know of too many places that do that. You know what I mean? That will, reimburse you. Because they're like, hey, we can't control things. Things happen. And, sometimes things are going to be late. And so, most companies don't want to be coming out of their pocket with some money. So I was surprised that they did that because my husband had told me. I says, are you kidding me? So he goes, yeah. So I says, okay, bet. So I called them because it's not an automatic thing. So I called them, their main office, and so they said, yeah. So she filled out the paperwork, and sure enough, they sent me $50 back. So I thought that was really good. So, so I just wanted to share that with you guys because if you're ever thinking about, moving, especially moving cross country or, moving to another state and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, this is an option. My experience with it was fine. Like I said, they insure up to $5,000. And also another thing is they also will house it for you. You can store it there, until you're ready for your stuff. You can access it as many times. You just have to give them a 24-hour notice because they have to pull it down and have it ready for you. So the first month rental is free, and then each month it's $99. So we're going to look around to see what is more, if we can find something that may be a little cheaper for us to rent a month, because like I said, I have my mom's bedroom set in there, and right now we don't need it. But yeah, so my experience with it was fine. Nothing got damaged. Everything was fine. I appreciated the fact that they guarantee, and if they don't, they send you $50 a day for each day they're late. I think that's an added plus. It cost under $1,000, you know, to do that move. So it worked out really, really good for us. So if you have any questions, I think I covered everything. So yeah, okay. I hope this video was helpful to someone. Thank you. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Wear that mask. Bye-bye, everyone.